Hey everyone, and welcome back to another game of Catan, where I'm the Wanderer, and today we are playing another ranked game on our road to number one this season. Today, the board looks pretty interesting. We've got all the wheat clumped together, and well, all of it, most of it, and all the ore stuck together here. This is going to be an interesting pick, and we have the fourth one too, which is kind of not what we want, I don't think. Immediately, the 6, 5, 10 here looks like a nice spot. But I think first two picks you've got to be getting on some ore because you won't get it on the way back. So problem is there's no. I think that 10-8-3 here is an okay choice just because you get on some decent wheat, the best brick, and some ore. But then the problem is you're on the worst ore out of the three. And the 10-5-9, you can lock up a lot of the ore, but are you going to get something to pair with it on the way back is the question. So I think Orange is going to take their time debating here. I think there's some good spots. 6-5, the 6-5-10 is really balanced. Even this 6-9-10 out to the Woodport. I don't know about it first, just because I don't know if you get brick on the way back. But 5-8-10 here, down to the 3-for-1 is a good pick. And then even the 6-4-3, I don't mind. So, yeah, it's an interesting board. Yep, so Orange does take the more balanced and probably safe pick of the 6-5-10. And they do point right here, which I think is the right move. Just because I think there's a world where that 8-10 gets taken by someone. So I think that's a nice play by them. Plus they can get out to the Woodport potentially as well. So Red here has second picks a little. I think they've got to be going on the ore somewhere. Probably the 10-8-3 or the 5-9-10. I think is what we're going to see here from Red. Or even the 8-4-3 and pointing up to the Brickport or up to the 3-for-1 is a potential option. So Red takes the 6-4-3, which I mentioned earlier was not a bad spot. They do have a good 3-for-1 here. I think that all port's useless, but to get the 3-for-1 and double up on the 6 is nice. And then Blue does take the 5-9-10 to lock up some of the ore. So this leaves us in an interesting position here. So the only problem is there's basically no sheep spots on the board, so we may have to go sheepless, which is fine. But that means it's tough. So I think for us, I don't want to take all this wheat. I just don't think it's a good. We can't pair it with anything well. So I think 8-4-3 is probably going to be one of our picks, and then the 6-9-12 is potentially decent to the Woodport. We'll take the 8-4-3 second because we'll get the bunch of wood. We get the brick in the ore to start, and we get a sheep. Oh, we don't get a sheep, but I think getting that brick early and getting a road out to this Woodport is probably our best option because we can go up. We have two good ports here, a Woodport here, which is nice. And yeah, I just think that's the best play. There's no other great options. So yeah, I think we play 6-9-12. And we'll point right. And then 8-4-3. I could point left here. I just think there's a chance that 8-10 gets taken as well. Probably not, but I think this 3-for-1 port up the top here is doubling up on the 8 is going to be pretty nice. So I think that's the right play here. So it leaves Blue needing wood, sheep, and wheat, which they won't get them all. So Blue could potentially go. Oh, they take the 5-4-11 for the free road, which is interesting. But are they going to point down, hoping that all this wheat gets left open? If I was them, I would have just gone straight on the 5-8-3. Your all wheat is pretty insane. And then they have the wheat port here. They point down, so I don't think Red can take this. Red needs wood, so they probably take the wood ore and go the 9-3-11, which means Orange is left with pretty average picks. Yep, so Red does take that 9-3-11. So Red's got a pretty balanced setup. The only thing is they're on pretty average wheat. But they have a good potential expansion here on the 9-4-2, and they could get around here to the 8-3. So I think if Blue gets on the 5-8-3 and that wheat port, they're pretty busted. Like, that'll be hard to stop. So Orange has a dilemma here. I think they potentially take the 9-4-2 for the free road, and then they go to the wheat port. That's probably what I would be thinking if I was Orange. They need brick. Wow. Okay, so Orange opts to go on the 8-10 and points the road left. I don't know why. I mean, it's good for us. We get the brick early. That seems odd to me. They didn't need more wheat. They could have gotten on brick and ore in here. That was really odd. It makes me question Orange's decision making there. And we hit the 8. Blue drops the road to this 5-8-3. Jeez, Blue's going to be pretty hard to stop. And we hit the 8 again. I think for us, the Woodport Is the wood port more important first? I think it is. We can double up on the 9 and we'll be on the 6, and our wood's going to be hard to block. So let's just drop the road. No one has any sheep, I don't think. Yeah, no one has sheep, so let's just pass. We hit the 3. Jeez, we've nearly got a city here. So orange drops a road. I think they're either going to potentially try and race to this 583 if they can get it, or worst case, they go for the 810. Wheat for sheep here is kind of interesting. I'm going to ask for sheep and ore. I'll take wheat for wood and ore. Wood and sheep, sorry. Wow, okay, so red ops did not do that with anyone as we hit the 4, which is nice. I probably should have just taken the wheat for sheep there. It just really would have given us a good chance at settling. So now blue wants it on their tomb. Red's not going to do it. And we hit the 9. Okay. So that wheat for sheep would have been nice. Okay, so we can go here. Wheat for sheep. How about wheat for ore? Red takes. I'll jump at that. That's a straight up city. Now, the question is, do we city the 6 9 12 or do we city the 8 4 3? This is interesting. So I think the 6 9 12 is obvious, like, once we get the wood port, it's going to be crazy. But if we get all this wood without the port, what are we going to do with it? So I think this is where the 8 4 3 is maybe the better city. And if we have the 3 hits, those 8s hit, we can get another city or potentially pop some dev. So I think we do that. And I don't want to drop this road. I'm just hoping we don't get robbed. So I think I'm going to pass. As Orange says, love the vids. Black, I'll just say here, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. As Orange 4 for once for a brick here, and opts to drop the road down to the 3 for 1, so they don't want to race blue for that. I almost would have wanted to give Orange this, to be completely honest, over blue. As red drops a city on the 6 4 3. Kind of happy about that because it does take the target off our back a little bit. Orange says I don't love the early city. I don't want to table talk too much here. I'm just going to kind of let that one go for the minute as red drops another road. And we hit the 4. Wow, blue cities. So everyone's got cities here except for orange. And we hit the 8. I just don't think red has sheep. So I think we'll offer brick for sheep. We'll offer wood for sheep. And we'd even offer wheat for sheep here. I think someone might ask for 2 cards. Red might ask for 2 cards here. Red takes wheat for sheep. Happy to give that to red. It is a 1 for 1, which probably does give them the city here. But I think we're in similar situations, and getting on this wood port is going to be pretty nice. Now, I'm happy to drop a road again here. I think we should probably take this 3 for 1 up on the wheat. I'd say I don't think the brick port's worth it, so let's just drop the road, and then we'll pass. The lack of 7s here has helped quite a lot. We haven't been getting robbed early, and no one's really popping devs just because the sheep is quite low. 5 hits. I think 5s are real dangerous for blue, especially if they can get on this 5-8-3. 10 hits. So blue just needs the sheep to settle. I'm hoping. I don't think anyone gives this to him. I don't even know if there's any sheep left on the board at the moment. Oh, actually, orange does have one. Sorry, I just got one then. Wow, red's offering a 2 for 1 here. I just don't think giving blue that is worth it. I'm hoping they can't do it. Red disconnects. Oh, they're back, thankfully. Alright, let's roll. And the 5 hits again. Geez, we need blue to 7 out here. The fact that blue passed on that, they've got a 7 out. Oh, the 5, man. Blue is so scary with these 5s. I'm just going to just put it out there. Blue on that 5-8-3, and the wheat port will be unstoppable. Wow, and as I've said, that orange has literally just traded a 1 for 1 with blue there. As orange 4 for 1's here for a wood. Gets the settlement down, so it was a decent trade for them in that sense. I'm just, genuinely concerned here with blue somehow on 15 cards, the lack of 7s. I mean, it's helped us a bunch, but they're going to be able to get this 5-8-3 and even probably a road down to the wheat port with 15. We need a 7 here. 3 hits, which is huge for us. So I think blue definitely cities the 5-10-9. I'm hoping no one gives them this trade. They must need a wood, so we had a 4 for 1 for it. Yeah, they 4 for 1 for the wood. And settle on the 5-8-3. And city on the 5-9-10. Yeah, huge turn for blue then. Let's roll. And we hit another wood. We've got the 2 for 1 port here. So we can't settle, but we can pop a dev, which I don't really want to do. I am just tempted here to 2 for 1 for the sheep. Do you think we can get a wood for a wheat trade first? Go wood for wheat? Red takes. I probably can get 2 cards out of them there, but that's fine. It gives them the settle, but it also gives us the settle. So we 2 for 1 here for the sheep. I think we need to start popping devs soon. Is the 3 for 1 really that important for us? I don't know. I think we need to take that double eight because that just makes that 8 is now pretty strong. 10 hits. Yeah, geez. I don't see us beating blue once they're on a port. And the 10 hits again, man. So red gets their settlement down on the 6 of sheep on the 3 for 1 port. So red's looking pretty good too. Their biggest problem is as blue hits like this is wild. The 5s have just rolled a bunch for them. The 10s hit quite a few times since they got that city. No one can give blue any cards here. As they get another city down. And then they 4 for 1 their brick and should be able to drop a road to this weak port. Yeah, jeez, we're going to have to start popping devs, I think. 9 hits, nothing we can do. Yeah, let's just pass this turn. 4 hits, so we'll also have to think about taking road here. I know blue has no wood, but they could easily just take road and settle beyond 9 as orange pops a dev. So orange is the first person to pop a dev this game. And then they 3 for 1 for an ore and pass. And the 10, geez, blue's production this game, mental. Absolutely mental. Red 3 for 1s gets a city down on the 9. And then the 6 hits, which is good for us. No one. I think I've table talked enough that no one's going to trade anything silly with blue. Blue's putting all the trades out there. Blue passes on 10 cards. That's just nuts. Okay, so this is an interesting position here. Do I want to? I think devs are just important here. I genuinely do. I mean, blue's just not going to be. They won't be taking road, so I'm not worried about them sneaking that. I think I could city. Oh, actually, I think a city here is probably better, as orange is probably going to start playing devs, and we could go for road. So I think the 6, 9, 12 here is probably the best idea. And then I think I'm going to hold my cards here. I could drop a road, but I think I'd rather hold and then just not draw attention to myself as the 5 hits. This is just crazy. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. So there's been no 7s, and blue's production with the 5s and the 10s has been off the chart. Yeah, plays the knight, block the 5 or the 9 or whichever. Anything. Or even the 10 brick. Yep, steals from blue. Finally we get something. And orange drops a road, so they're going down to the 5 of ore, which is not a bad idea, actually, to be honest. It's just, I can't believe that blue's getting away with this. I think this is crazy. It's just, I hope red doesn't trade with blue here. The 5, this. So blue has 25 cards. I don't think they can win. They give up all their ore and brick here for to be able to settle on the wheat port. They still have 15 cards after that. So that's 7 points. Could they now port the amount of wheat they've got for road and take road for 9 points? I think they're trying to calculate if they can somehow win this turn. Yeah, they give up for all this wheat for two wood and a sheep. So they road. Yeah, they're going to connect their roads here, I think. No, their roads settle for 8. Can they build 2 roads? I don't know. I don't think so. And then they 2 for 1 for a sheep and pop a dev. Finally. Hallelujah. I think we've got to be blocking blue on some wheat. It's just no matter what happens, they're not like it's not a good block. What can we do here? There's nothing we can really do. We can 3 for 1 here for a wood, which is gross, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to 3 for 1 for a sheep. And then I'm going to drop a road inwards. I'll just say to red, can you drop 1? 3 hits. So we get some ore, which is nice. blocks blue. Orange blocks blue with a knight, which is nice. Then they 3 for 1, pop another dev. There's, I'll just say to orange, I have orange pops 2 devs. So can trade. Orange pops another dev. Yep, wood for brick. I'll do that just so we can just drop a road. Perfect. Good play there. Nice. Blue rolls a 7, so we're probably going to get blocked here, unfortunately. Probably on the 8. Oh no, opts for the 6. Fair enough. Stops our wood production. We lose an ore. Alright, let's roll. And we hit the 4. Can we do brick for wood here? I don't think so. No. We could do ore for brick, and then we can 3 for 1 for the wood to road settle. No, I don't think that's going to be a good idea then. So I think we pop a dev here. Something like a mono or a road building, or even a year of plenty, or even a VP would be nice. Just a knight's not great. It's alright, is what it is. I'll drop a road here. And let's pass. Just red, there's a few down Ds here, so I'm worried that there's a mono around. As that 6 hits, that's just really annoying. Red plays a knight, pops it on the 5. Steals from blue, and then the 6 hits, perfect. Red then 3 for 1s, pops another dev. So red and orange now are in an army battle as the 9 hits. Worried that if blue pulled a VP, then they could probably win here. They city. No, they didn't have a VP. Fine. Oh, that's just wild. And then blue drops 1 road, 2 roads, 1 more for the win. As we finish second. So blue had 1 dev the whole game, and it was a mono. They dice stats. There was 2 7s for the whole game, and they were right at the end. Their 5 rolled the most. What else? What else do they have? I just have to see. This is just crazy, right? So their 5 rolled the most. I could have taken road if they didn't have the mono then, and their 9s. What else? 5, 9, and they were on the 8 as well. I mean, they had a pretty busted setup, yeah, but the 5s and 9s basically rolled the most. We look at the res card stats, dev card stats, activity stats. Look at their total resource income compared to everyone else. It's just insane. I mean, what can you do? You have games like that where blue got the 11-point win. You just say too good. Nothing we could have done about that. But yeah, wow, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I didn't really enjoy being on the end of that, but it is what it is. But yeah, stay tuned for some more, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.